Good evening. No hat, eh? Give me a minute. I want to get a hat. As usual, I'm back here. Nothing planned. For entertainment purposes only. Nothing that I say is actually anything other than what it is. Is my cat outside or inside shaking? Oh, must be outside. I opened the door. You have to come in. It's a little bit easier now on minus 10 degrees outside that my cat comes in on the first shot. Usually waits at the door. She waits at the door and goes, what do I do on this channel? I associate. Fish Upon My Wish, one of the earliest games I learned when I was a child. I just asked myself, instead of asking you if you have a 2 or a 3 or a 4, I go, look, there's a cat. What does the cat do? What does the cat do? How come the cat wants to be patted? How come the cat looks at you and turns away? And if he's you think he's mad at you, he'll just won't pay attention. He'll show you his butt. I mean, it's so obvious what's going on. Entertain me. Entertain. I'm hoping that the words will entertain you. And when I started the video, I think the title was Rise and Shine short video. And I wanted you to choose the subject and let your subject at hand bring forth the next story in this book. I was working on today a little bit about Elon Trump and Donald Musk. So maybe I should continue on to Elon Trump, Donald Musk. I mean, and what they say is words, right? It's just about words. But I'm a little curious right now. I have to see if that my Facebook. It says it's what's going on Facebook. Okay, just let me. I have to check in on my page. I want to see what's going on. Okay, there I see myself. Okay, entertain me. I just can't help that when I see the letters M and N, it's matter and energy. 77 and 74. Mars and Earth. Mars is like the core. The red planet is the red planet, and then the green is created from the yellow and the blue. So if it's the red planet, is that some kind of positive in energy where the green is the negative, where sometimes you see the black? So, but what is the black before it comes into the light, or is that the day versus the dark? I know I play around with a lot of words, but it's not me. It's a big game, and all I'm making is teeny weeny little stories that they're all floating around that. The EI world is all about Mars. Everything that it talks about, and even a numbers thing that I did today, where I crisscrossed numbers. Don't forget, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can switch all those numbers, and they have been switched. They've been switched through Saturn Square and other numeric calculations. I don't know where they come from. I would like to speak to the people. And if you're asking me, well, they're just calculations. They come out true. Games were created by man, but man was created by a creator. And within us is the spirit, and we're hooked up to a central station. And we can only know what everybody else knows. Only we put it together a little bit different. And it does something that we can imagine, but never knew how to do it until now that we can put it together. Angle of time is angle 39, 7, 12, 19, 24, 38, 39. Yes. Angle and time. Just use, because of is in the cube. Of is in the cube, like if and of, like they're all together. Um, you know what? Yeah, I think you could. You can. I know you can post it on FB, but are you meaning? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Um, okay, I see. Right, it doesn't show pics again, but when it, you see, only when it's over, it lets you put a pic up, but not during the video. That's pretty peculiar. That's okay. I see that now. I tried to stop that. I tried to change that. Can I change it? Let me take a look. Copy, edit video, delete, turn on and off notifications, turn on commenting, slow down comments, copy link. No, it doesn't say anything that allows me to do it. You can put it up right. Where can you put it up? Put it up anywhere, and I'll just put it on the screen. I just turn the camera around. Okay, so let me get back to where I was. Just give me a second. The eye of the tiger. Laughter. Laughter is the best medicine. Laughter is the best medicine. Okay, I just have to take a look and see that right over here. Okay. We did, I don't know if you saw the video on Elon Musk, Trump, and I didn't complete it. Okay, yes, I equals O. I O, is that like on off? So let me see in the pictures there. If you put it like, let me see something. Wow, it just disappeared, eh? Okay, 1 second. Okay, yeah, so what you gotta do is post a pic onto you can write something on the page. So if you write up something on the page, you can put a picture there, and I can probably try and put it up on the screen. Or put it up on your screen and share the link maybe. So let me get back to where I was right now. So what I'm getting to is that O and N, I could be 100% wrong, but what O and N is for me is this is pi. This is the Mercedes sign, right? You have, when you see this, it's actually one hand here and one hand here in the praying position. There's an area space here gap, area space here gap, area space here gap. These are our three gaps. These are divided. Is there a hole in the center? I don't know. Should it be I'm just trying to see how we can let me try and there would have to be like three triangles automatically. If that was happening, there would have to be three triangles, and the continuation of the gap would actually look like that, the Mercedes sign. So there would be 2, 4, and then 6, and this would be the Mercedes gap. So anyways, I don't really know what to take out of that. So I'm not going to take anything out of this right now. I wasn't into that. I was into the Elon. Okay, I don't Discord and Foxhole. I have a Discord. I had a Discord page, but you know what? So many of these things, I've never put enough time into it to. Of course, yeah. You know what? I would love, maybe it would be easier for me if I had a bigger audience, more people to retain information at a fingertip that we can just throw it into the video and talk about it and discuss it and just get the angle answered. I agree with you. Me and you, it's crazy. It's crazy. So anyways, for now, figure it out. Figure it out. I've been working on it a little bit on my end. I got a few, one friend that's tech savvy, but I can't seem to get enough time out of them right now. Yeah, so let me do Elon. I have a couple of things on the list that are very, very interesting for me. Actually, that's the first real 17 is when B and O comes out. That's your first 17 because A is a divider. B and B is to one side and the other. B this way and B this way. It's proven on the dice cube. B this way. When the B is up, the 3 is going the other way. Where's the 3? Look, gone. When the 2 is this way, 3 is beside it, 3 going up, 2 going down. Aigu and grave, the French language. I'm not going to get into that right now, Bosch. K calls him elongated. I like that. I like that. Elongated. So elongated, you can also look that in the word 8 is also the word height. So it's part of a measurement. In the ED comes the sun. In the T is the gateway, 6 times 2, 6 plus 2, and it's in the B world. The reason it's in the B world is because this dice cube, you can only see 5 at a time. You cannot see 6 because 1 is always down. So it's either, and you're going to go for the greatest distance. So the greatest distance is 1 and 6. But when you have that, you have polarity. You don't want a polarity. You want an angle. You're only going to go from 1 to 5. Then what you're going to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 0 to 1, 0 to 2, 0 to 3, 0 to 4, 0 to 5? I mean, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. So then we would go 5 to 6. So 4, 5, and 6 are connected. And we use that as the letters FED, DEF, Federation in short. It also is 15. It creates a straight with 3 cards, and it creates a 15. Saturn square is 15. And in the game of cribbage, we play by that. The highest point you can get from 3 cards, as far as I remember, is 5. Did I say that right? 3 in a row plus 2 points for 15. So that's in cribbage. And there's 120, and you're playing against somebody, so it's 120 in 4 rows, so that's 480. So it seems like time is not 360, but time should be 480. So we have 480 time and we have 360 time. And there's a lot of things to figure out inside the 360. Our calculations are usually going to be calculated 9 and under. The highest you can get is 9 times 9, 81, 9 times 90, 810. So in this situation, 48 is 4 times 12. Or in the long count, 4 times 120. And 36 is 3 times 112 or 3 times 120. And this, the C, okay, 3 and the D, 4 are 180-degree flip side polarity apart, where they meet at 5.5. 3 plus 5.5, 4 minus 0.5, they meet at the center 3.5. And ironic that in time, heaven, creation, THC 420, the gateway, 3.5 is the center of this cube. 35 is what the payout is in roulette, what they call the universe. 3 times 5, 3 plus 5. Very interesting. Ho, 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 who is coming right at you right now. And things are said because going forward in time, using the information, coming back in time, in other words, instead of ho, 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 who, trying to forget about how the beginning started with what they said, Jesus Christ, etc., etc. Really, it is relevant, irrelevant, but it is a fact that has been told and sold onto people in their minds. Nobody really knows the real story. Some people believe truly in their heart and really don't care. But the story is the story, and it's coming back. The reason is because it's always existed in the knowledge. Once you're able to get what you could, what I can get out of this, whether it's my belief, my knowledge, why is 3 and 4 polarity? Because 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 5, 3 and 6, C3, C3, 2, 6, 5, and 1 are all 1 away from 3, 190-degree turn. But 3 and 4 is 180, and that's the center of this cube. So 3 and 4, and it's DC, hot, cold. What color is hot? Red. What color is cold? Blue. What number is red? 27. What number is blue? 40. Total is 67, soul and water, and comes from 1 and 6, which is the polarity of 1 and 6, in which creates all sevens. ONE1 equals to 3 and 4, or 34, 7. SIX equals to 52, 5 and 2, 7. The 3 polarity 180 of the 4 to the 6 polarity 180 to the 1 to the 2 polarity 180 to the 5. The show, the answers are right in front of us. I'm going to just get something to drink in the fridge. I'm going to come back. I'm going to do Elon Trump and Donald Musk, just a little bit of playing around with the numbers and show you what I came up with. Although there's a lot more. I'm just trying to get out as much as I could. The answer is the answer. There's no question whether it's plausible. It is what it is. I had another answer today to number 99. I hope I can find it. It was very interesting. They're all interesting once you learn something new. Phrase conjunction. Everything inverts into itself. Compression of matter is also compression of word resonance. Means deja vu. Heard it all before. Yeah, I'm with you. You don't hear me. We were taught to say these things because you don't have to acknowledge me. So if you don't acknowledge me at all, and I say, hey, are you there? And you don't answer me, you're still there. So the words I speak, you're hearing them as a cat hears a meow. What is the cat hearing? Or the cow says moo. When the cow says moo, is she saying to all the other cows, hey, it's raining outside, move over, you smell? Is that what the cows are actually saying? What are they saying? What is their innate language? What did they come here to talk about? Do they have one precise thing? Because I know my heart came here to pump. You don't care about nothing else. You don't care what's going on outside my heart. It wants to make sure it's pumping my blood. My lungs, they don't care about anything. They need to make sure that they're working, that they're breathing. But wait a second. What if one of my lungs is hurt? Who's going to come and repair it? Where's the doctor? Who doesn't care about anything? All they want to do is repair my lungs. It doesn't wait. My body doesn't wait. It's a medical hospital, like on wheels, like it's constantly servicing us through the Creator. We were created that we rebuild ourselves over time. And with time, energy, matter, and matter. Why does it run out? What is it? Is it the air we breathe? Should we actually just be like fish or something? Noah's Ark? Look at me. I'm 80% water. And I can talk and I can hum. And that'll be my vibration that you can hear. And you know what's really funny today? I saw something really weird. Is that, a skipping rope, or when you're at the gym and you're flanging these 2 ropes up and down and it's doing this? Well, if you can vibrate together, 2 of them together, they can actually, if they were individual like chords, they can just vibrate together within each other, talking to each other somehow. And they say the energy, it depends what it is on the outside of the filament. That's what I understand. It passes on the outside. It's like the negative is on the inside, pulling what's on. I don't really know that story. Because I'm trying to understand. For part of my life, I was trying to figure out the spirit, and I'm sorry, but for me, the spirit and the Holy Ghost, they come together. Without the spirit, there is no Holy Ghost. But then, holy would be the orifice of our body that receives the Holy Ghost, or the G is in the host. What I'm trying to say is the internet. Without the internet, you're not receiving the pages. What do you want to call them? You can't get a browser. You can't hook up to the internet. So the spirit and the internet are hookups. And through the spirit comes the Holy Ghost. And that, what is that Holy Ghost? The ghost, it is the gateway within the host to connect to that sub-universal consciousness, the consciousness of one. Now, I believe also, and I'm hoping somewhere down the line I'm able to figure this out, where the zodiac comes in. Somehow, like the zodiac comes in, like, how can I explain this part? I usually like to just do numbers. They tell the story. That would be nice. Massive audience would be nice. If any of this makes sense. So now we have the spirit delivering the Holy Ghost within the orifice into the soul. And then from the soul, from that, the ark rises above the waters. There are 13 cards in one suit. If you add up 1 to 13, it equals to 91. The numeric value for spirit is 91. The letter count from A through I, and where what I is it's the heart of what H is. Let me re-explain this. A is in the heart of H. And with both all of H and all of I, all of H and all of A is what is all of I. But I is made up by more than that. I is made up by H, A, B, G, C, F, D, E, I. There are 6 that create it. That is the face of 9. 99 Jupiter. Where else can we get these numbers? I think I'm going to jump off the Elon, go into these numbers right now, maybe get back to Elon. It's my short 1-minute video. Let me get on to this. If we can just do this one little piece here. No, I'm going to go get the water first. Mainframe. Okay, now okay. Mainframe. AINN. AI main in 23. Okay. Okay. That's the birth in the sun. I and N. N is a crossover. N and Z are crossovers, right? You ever see a switch? You turn it this way, you turn it this way. Well, they're showing you the same thing. You turn it this way, you turn it this way, you turn it this way, you turn it this way. And each time you do it, when it's this way, the 5 and 2. When it's this way, it's a 6 and 1. So is there any more? See the 2 and the 3? Sorry, the 2 and the 3, the 2 and the 3. There's only one missing, and that's the 6 up here. But it wouldn't make a difference. It's facing down. They're going to see where the bridge is. See the 6? So when you turn it this way, you can actually see what the 6 is doing. Here, it'll be your H. When it's your H, your C and D are your polars. When it's your I, your 5, your E world, your beta heaven, your beehive heaven. Right now, we're living this way. Most likely with 2 cubes at 1111. H and H, 88. I and I, 99. When they're this way, 77. Well, I could have did it this way, so it doesn't really matter. 5522. That's your CB code. That's your Mars connection. 22 for life, 22 Windows. 5 and 5, 10. A, B, C, and D equals to that 10. Units, you know what? I once worked with Unity one time. I had no idea what I was doing at all. And maybe it's not even what you're writing down. If I look it up, you have a link for it. And there's another thing. I found that company, and they talked to me. Let me see. I have to open it. Hold on a second. I'm going to share this address here. These guys over here, I'm trying to get them because they're making new stuff. I don't understand it all, but they're making some good stuff here. This company here. Am I ready? I don't know if I'm ready. I just know that I need a bigger audience and I need to complete my basic programs. I need to have my programs. It'll be way faster. I'll get a lot more words out of it. We'll be able to tell more stories, but it's also going to get a little confusing. And all our words have to be broken up. And there's a lot of words that we find on the internet, like every word ever said or every word ever heard, as long as there's a definition to it. Because some words really don't have definitions, yet they do if you bring them back to their Latinism, like your word, Leo, my word, Ronnie, Ronald, Raphael, every single name that's ever existed. They're all telling stories. Mark, Lucifer, Jesus, what's his name at the table? Mary Magdalene, it doesn't matter. All the president's men and their wives and every single person, place, or thing doesn't count in certain games because they count them in a different category. So we too, in one of our equations, we're going to count them in a different category. Yesterday was the 109th Grey Cup. Grey Cup, imagine, Canada Grey Cup. So it's all in black and white. It was the 109th. It's an important number. 10 and 9 come together. 1 times 9, 1 plus 9. That is your extended polarity of your first Reich. When I say the first Reich, to how I bring this together, okay, that if we're in a world that has been coded from day one, the Hebrews letter for R is Resh, because for my name Ronald or Raphael, they use the R, although I think it's the 20th letter, which is a gate through the sun, and the birth that goes along with that. It's a T letter, and it's part of what how Rubik's Cube is designed. Okay, you saw that, right? You saw that. Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa. NASA. Where was I? I can look at Unity Global. I can take a look, but I have no idea. This is not my forte to put myself out there. But it should be. But it's whatever. I just need to continue. I can't lose my head with the numbers. So let me go back to compression. 55. So when you get in compression, right? Okay, just take out. We're gonna do this. Let me just see this for a second. Okay, so why I wrote it this way is P is going to be used as your basic starting of creation. The 16th letter, the reverse is the 11th letter, K, KK and PP, KK and PP. And that is your split. When you look at the backgammon cube, okay, you're split between what is the heavens, 8, 4 times 4, to what is the day, 4 times 4, to what is the split of the night, 4 plus 4, 8, pH or pi. So then it says re, referring to something, or also you can be saying regret, retire, how the word re comes together, or if you want to look at it the other way, how er comes together, you can also use it as preschool. The 55 is a split gate um, with DC, because we also have 1 5 on the other side. That is the Earth's heart split gate. The reason for that is 1.5 plus 2 equals to 3.5, and 5 minus 1.5 equals to 3.5. 102 is Valentine's Day, the 45th day of the year. It is the passage. 102. It is also the separation in between the stripes and the solid. It is the 2 blue and the 10 blue that come together, 10 and 2 or 1 and 2. So that's what I see in compression. And where I get the 2 from is every time I look at the N, I see a 2. So, but the reason it's the N and not the Z, okay, thinking is that it could be the 2 this way, or it could be the 2 this way. So this one is the N, right? And the 6 is up, the half-life. And then this way is the Z, and the 4 and 3, the DC world in AIGU, AIGU. And if you go AUGI, it is the Golden Gateway. In French, this usually goes above the letter here. This is the native Indian. When we begin with A and end with U, and I look at AU, right, as first and fourth, they're complete polarities. Let me see this. What does AU stand for? Alternate universe. What does it mean in social media? Alternate universe. Table of elements.
According to Wikipedia, the periodic table, also known as the periodic table of the elements, is a rows and columns arrangement of the chemical elements.
Okay, here we're going to look. We're going to look for, hold on a second. We're going to look for AU. AG, silver. 1 and 7, the Gateway Silver, second place. And I'm looking for, hold on a second. I like this one, but I'm going to have to go to another one. Oh, here's another one. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can find it myself. Oh, right here. There it is. Look at all those numbers. 7 and 9, 196, 97. See that? It's the birth at the gate in rotation of the sun. When you have number 1, it's referring to, okay, it's referring to 4 or 5. 4 or 5 or 3. The reason for that is when you divide, okay, by 3, you're always going to get a 0 something or a 1 something or a 2 something. So the level of the 1, like for example, 4 divided by 3, 4 divided by 3 equals to 1.33. 5 divided by 3 equals to 1.666. That's why I'm saying that. So, and that 79 that's your birth gate. That is your gold, your birth gate. So is it counting about all 9 faces? Because if you count all 9s, and if you count all 7s, all right, here you have 21, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you have 36. So you may have 9, but we never get to use more than 7. That's what happens on this dice cube. The greatest number is 7 on this dice cube. It's almost like the only reason we can see the sun is because it's such a powerful energy that is coming within us that we can see the distance where this energy is coming from, showing that it is this big sun, but it's just a ball of energy radiating heat or whatever it is, frequency, vibration, I don't know. But because we don't know anything, we think we know, but we can't possibly exactly know other than the information we have with the eyes that we see to a 20/20 vision. And it's another thing. If our eyes see to a 20/20 vision, and it's an expression of that, when the French speak, when they say 80, they say 4 times 20, 80. So if we use that expression also of 20, we're only talking about 20%, and 80% is missing. Actually 80%, which is 4 times 20, but it's actually 5 times of what is 100. 5 times 20 is 100. 4 times 20 creates what the 80 is missing. So there's 4 times more of what we have somewhere else. And within that is our life. We take 10 of that as our life. Maybe that's why the sun is 1,000 times the number of seconds in a day. I'm not sure if it's 1,000, 100, or 10,000, but it's in that range. So let me see. I have to go get a drink. I know I'm going to forget something anyways tonight, but okay, M is Z. Why? Hold on a second. Well, you know, they use MNL, like if you would say extra normal. So normal would be NML, and M and N this is what splits what I believe is a split. Either I keep seeing is it that it ties up in the moon, or there's a bridge in the moon, because the M and the N are the 13th and 14th letter. They are the heart. They have to join together, you know, in order to bring A over to M and N over to Z. So you lock them together. In gematria, they're used as 1 and 1. Although in counting in gematria, I'm not counting by ones. I started counting by twos. And if I'm counting by twos, the minute I get over to M to N, I can no longer go down because I'm counting 2, 4, 1, 3, 5, 7, 5, 3, 1. Then I go to 1 again, because that's how it is in gematria. So different numeric ways of counting are telling me to do different movements. Now, if I went to Chaldean, I would have to study this a little bit more, how the numbers switch around from what I know as the original order. But when you come to Greek, alpha, beta, gamma is not where C is. So it's not my language. So I'd have to look at it that the gateway shows up in creation. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta. So right away, we're back to Mars. Right after gamma, we're the gateway, we jump into Mars. Delta, just the letter D. Well, when I say we don't know in this instant, I'm talking about nobody knows. They only think they know about what they see. They see a sun because they were told it's a sun. It's there. Your eyes see it's there. You can feel it. But there's an alternative. You can think something else. You can think that it's heat. I see it. It's an energy. It's pulling, coming into me. My eyes going out at it. Maybe it doesn't exist at all, but as an energy source. And it's so much energy that it shows up when we call it the sun. Number 5 and 4, IT. For me, the IT means to me what, well, we do know. We know what it is in the game that I play, but we don't actually know outside the game. We can only make it work inside the game until everybody accepts it outside the game. Oh, it's not true. You went to the theater. It's not true, but you come outside the theater, right? So let me go to my page. We've got some annoying. So it didn't have anything to do with really not knowing, not in this instance. Yeah, okay, just had to fix the channel. So I'm gonna go to the kitchen. I'm gonna come back in a minute. Okay. I'm going to get something to drink. I'm coming back. Okay, so now we're going to get back to finish off with, I want to do the Trump Musk thing, and then we are going to go on to some numbers. Now, what I want to do here is I'm just going to total it up: 38, 48, 59, 69, 72, 82, 88. Wow. And all big numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 7 times 9 equals to 63. That means the single count of this word is 25. Wow, that's 77. 2, 9, 3, 4, 7. In his name, wow, tons of stuff in his name. Birth, creation, time, 7 and 2 is the gate. 49, 36, 13. I don't know how to explain that. I keep using moon and man. 2020. How can I explain this? The Monopoly board is made on 6 areas over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. and 6 areas over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 1, 6 in all directions, right? But it's actually 2, 4, 1, 4, 2. Because the size of the board, it uses up 2 areas. Then there's 4 free, and there's 1 to the center, and 4 and 2. So the whole board is taken up this way. 1, 4, 2. 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2. So you have 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 4, 4, 4. All the way around. And then it's 2, 2, 2, 2. And the thing about this angle is they're all split boxes between both sides. So here over here is 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2. Let me see if I got this right. So we have 6, 7, 11. So we have 13. And then we have 13. So we have 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13. And then over here we have 12, 12. Did I get that? Did I get that all right? I'm trying to see if I got that all right. Anyways, there's more to this. I went down here, right, and then there's going to be another 2 over here, and 2 over here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. Oh, they're all over the place. So I'm not sure if I should just stop. This is the basic of the board. Well, let me do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's, and then there's, right over here is 2, and here's your other 2, and here's your other 2. Whoop. So the only way to show the cutoff is to put this line, so now we can understand what this line is. There's no other way to, well, there might be other ways to show this separation, but I can't. I don't know. So now if we drag it down, this is what let me see what this is. Or should I have done it this way? I'm not sure which way I should have did this. Anyways, I'm making a whole mess now. Leave it. So we end up with 4, 4, 1, 4, 4. A 1 for 4 for 1 exchange. That's my basic 5. And then it's 2, 2, and then there's 2 areas over here. Okay, as 1 and 1, and here there's 2. Anyways, that's that equation. That's how the Monopoly game is set up. It's set up with 1, 6, 6, 6, 6. That's the game. So here's Trump. Here's 25 and 88, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 23, 25. So this is a plugin, Pegasus and a plugin. That's why they're using that name. Musk is 13 and 21. The cube and the moon, the cube, the AI, the cube and the moon, the Fibonacci, the winding torus through the K. 30, 51, 61, 64. Again, this one connects Zion, Israel. 4, 3, 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. 74, 103, 113, 63. This equals to 54. Together, this says love. Where did I get all this? 64 minus 10 equals 54. Now, why did I work with 63 over here? Where did I come up with this equation? Anyways, the difference between this and this is 63. The difference between this and this is 54. This says love. creation of the light or division of the light. And in the sun, division of the light in the sun, that's the love. Separating it and bringing it together, I'm trying to understand. 8 and 8 is 16, 1 and 6 is 7, and this one would be 1. So Trump, Musk, Elon is rotation of the gate and the sun and Mars. Donald is 50 and Elon is 46. The repeat letters in these words are these three over here. O, N, L, and D is a repeat letter, and so is D is a repeat of this D. So all we're left with is AE. Is that an element? Is the AE an element? EAAE, Arts and Entertainment. The element AE. Well, it comes up with 80.
Element 80 is an American nu metal band from Tyler, Texas, formed in 2000.
No, they're not showing me AE. What is element 3D AE? After Effects. How about EA? No, I'm not getting it, but what I am sort of seeing is a new equation. Most of the letters in the alphabet are it's A, B, E, B, C. It doesn't sound like A. It doesn't sound like K. If I would say C, if it would be with an A, it'd be Sa. So B, C, D, E, F, G, H is in the A family. I is in another family. J, A, K, L, M, N, O, P. So all the families of A and E and then the alter families where I and U comes in, where the W is actually a consonant talking about a vowel. And another thing is about the W was when you put up the pillars, if I would, let me see if I can put up these pillars here. And then and put up another pillar here. So I would put a dot down here. I'd put a dot over here. I put a dot over here. I put a dot over here and a dot over here at all the magnum points. So I got a dot at all. So in the first situation from the center, I have 1, 1, 1 or 1 in between 2, just to know the difference. 1 in between 2. Did I get that? Let me see if I did this right. One, two, three, four. Did I do this right? One in between 2 and 3. 1, 1, 2, 3 in between 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't get this right. Something is not proper. 1 to the center of 3 and 3, but there's something still wrong. I saw this somewhere else. I'm trying to remember where I saw it. It was very, very. Oh yes, I remember. I remember. And I didn't. Let me see this. It was in one of my videos. Give me a second. I gotta go. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Hold on a second. My screen went giant on me. So let me see if we can, hold on a second. Wow, she keeps changing on me. Changing. Right here. We have 1 between 2, and then we got 2 between 3. This is an expression of Mars, also the CB codes. I'm not sure what else it says. I don't know. I'm not reading yet. I'm gonna have to take a thought about this. Where would the M stand up? Where would the N be? Where would the Z be? But in all, we see 5 dots. But this would only be half. We would need 2 rings in order to complete this. A equals E. Right. All solids are words of a vowel, right. If you listen, all you have to do is put a pic into Facebook or on my page share a pic in my messenger, right? And then I'll pick it up and put it in here. That would be a lot easier. Because live stream, it's settings. Let me see what it says in settings. No. No. So yeah, you got to put the pic in my messenger, and then I could put it up. I'm writing this answer. Web of weird. Okay, so let me see. So let me see where we are. No, I'm telling you. Listen, listen. I'm going to show you something. Do you see this? If you can post it right here, I can present it. You have to have that. Do you not? Well, send it to my email. You send it to my email, I can post it. I'm going to the fridge to get a drink. I'll be back in a minute. Let me take this with. Give me a minute. Too late to eat, right? Okay, coming back. Okay, let me finish off with with um, with this piece over here. So the total of 88 and 64, or 25 and 10. Again, both their names. 5 times 5, 5 plus 5 equals to 10 equals to 25 equals to 35. Electric company. Over and over, Trump and Musk keep going into electric company, Mars, a gateway, a passage. The two of them together. Zion, Israel. 1 and 1, 7 and 7. Matter. Where else? Where else? Okay, now let's do the we add this 152. Again, Mars and Earth coming back together. 52. We're at 51 Mars. 5 and 3, electric company coming together. Now this will create 8. This is going to create 7. Again, another gateway. 8 times 8, 8 plus 8, 16 and 64. 7 and 1. 6 times 4, 6 plus 4, 24 and 10 equals to 34, or 6 and 1. It's telling me about the half-life. 2.5. 2.5 plus 1, 2.5 minus 1 into the heart of electric company. It's like we were born, and should we actually been born of these bodies? It's like there's like an electricity or something that's going through our orifice, whether that's the spirit, whether it's going through our nostrils, I don't know. We're born into a different suit, or these are the suits we should be in. Now, if we add this to a single digit, this is 12 and 14, and this is 1/2, and this is 1/4. 12 and 14, 12 and 14, 26. Card, game, queen. 4 and 2. Through card, game, queen. 1 times 2, 1 plus 1 times 4, 1 plus 4, 9. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, 5. So here comes EI comes together. That is 5 minus 1.5, 9 minus 5.5. So again, the reverse, what is this number? These are the inverts on the cube, the 5 and the 9. I'm just looking for a new equation. So here's your 9, and then on the opposite side is going to be 3 and 2. That's your MAR word. The void in this area is going to be 9. The void in this area is going to be 6 and 7, 13. 9 and 13 comes into this. I have to think of what that situation is. Why 13? First of all, which numbers did I have it on? See, when you have 3, there's usually 9 dots. Each cube contains 9 dots per face. There's 7 missing, and there's 6 missing. That's the 13. The spirit is 76. It is the half-life. A sweet 16. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 is what will create your 13. I have to find out where everything comes from. And then the other one is going to be both ways in the sun. 4 misses 5, 5 misses 4. So it's a rotation in the sun. It's going this way and that way. And this is a communication piece. It's like a booklet of communication, because I look at it as CB codes. I look at it as this Earth passes through what is Venus, creating the Mars, can I say conflict? Why would I say that? Because to get 5, I need 2 with 3 in between this way. Or I'm going to put 4 with 1 in between this way. So the spirit is passing through. But we can have everybody's definition. I'm not the last word. Yeah, I know. I said send it to my email. Do you have my email? Send it to my email and I can put it here. Okay, when I talk fractals, where am I talking that? Because I have no idea what I'm doing. I when I say I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm not talking that I have 100% idea what I'm doing, but I don't know the terminology of anything I do on a scientific basis. Yeah, my email. Okay, we need to chat live. You know, every time I see 1 and 2 or 3 come together, um, how can I say this? It's 1 between 2 that will create 5. And then within 5 is 5, as it's the separation between and the average of, making it 5 of 5 of 5. So the difference is in the moon. Why is the difference in the moon? It's almost like we're a moon colony, because in order for source information to live, this is my belief because of the work, it has to be repeated over and over and over until it just seems like it's accepted. Moon, there's the moon in the sky. The moon comes out every 28 days, and we talk about the zodiac. And even though there's something true about it, it's only true because of what it's used for. So they share it with us. They share all this information with us, only up to a certain point, and then we don't know after that, right? Or some of us don't know, or some people think they know, and then some others know and don't even know they know. If you want, I can put my email up here. You can send me an email. It's got to work. Something's got to work. So going back to Trump and Musk, I must take away the you in both words because there's a repeating you. There's no repeating. So in Musk, instead of it being 64, it's going to be 45. So again, Musk talks 666 and another one. In fact, Musk, not only that, but Musk's numeric value, right, is 46, 46, 64, 3223. And Mr. Trumpy is 88 and 50, 138. 138, 88 and 50, 38 gold, 138. I'm just thinking, I'm thinking. 46, 64 here. Okay, 88, 88, 88, 50, 88, 50. I'm just trying to think. So he was an easy number to figure out. 322, 128, 128, 128. Creation heaven, 322. Why 322? Be 31331. The cube. 3223. Why did I put this down? 64 and 46. Half of it is this. Just trying to think. And this would be 3311. It would say, you can probably say Aka or Allah inside of this. 111111 is the invert of Musk. So he's reverting now to the cube, and Trumpy 64 and 46, and also to the towers 110. Trumpy is 88 and 50, 138. So we have gold, the heavens gold, the AC creation heaven. There's a division inside of Trump. There's so much talk about division, Mars, the moon, the sun. There's so much talk about them with Trump and Elon, and I'm getting a little tired. So that's why I feel like I'm not being exact. I started this piece on time before. Well, when I say they think they know, right? They know what they know, whatever they know they think. Whether if it's not calculable and just believe in their hypothesis, okay, whatever they know, they know. That's it. You know what you know, you don't know what you don't know, but you're studying and you're looking for more until you know. When I was born, I didn't know how to count. I probably did know how to count, but I had to be reset and set upon on how to count. So, anyways, I was working on this piece over here that somehow I forget where the equation was. I'm getting a little tired. There was an equation right here where it showed me that true time should be 480 and not 360. I'm not sure if it's because of the spiral, and I'm not sure if it's because of the spiral coming back and then going out again. And this piece over here is the missing piece that we're bridging it. We ended up with the seagull and we bridged it instead of, that's what the light does, doesn't it? Something like that. Instead, we bridged it and we went all the way around this area. I'm just looking at that, and that's what's making this difference. So this would be 4 times 12. Oh, we already got that over here. And we would be looking at basketball, hockey. We're not looking at football in these situations. If I would be looking at football, what I would have to do is I would have to do 24 times 15, 6 and 6, O and X. You see, we're playing in the foxhole, and we get to the foxhole with the 15 minutes. And then when we get up to here, it's 8. So it's 32 times 15, 6 and 5 coming together. Tennis is played this way. So we can see that if tennis is played this way, we've broken things up. How did we break things up? I'm just trying to see how I can explain this. 666, 234 vibration, 90-degree angle in the negative house right over here, the minus house right over here. Anyways, this is where basketball and hockey comes in. This is where football comes in sports of 15 minutes. The intermission also fits into this area. The intermission, I don't know where it fits in here. Sorry, excuse me. Let me explain a little bit better. The 15 minutes fits into this area over here. As to the intermission in hockey, I don't know what the exact intermission is in football, so I cannot fit it to 15-minute sports because I do not know. I do know that baseball is the sport of 9 because there's 9 innings and there's home and visitors, and that's 8 and 4 that comes together. To buy, to sell, it's part of the cube, Pluto. It is the division of day and night. The mathematics create 32 and 12 equals to 44, and this will create 16 and 8, and this is where the division of our day and night come in, 1/3 and 2/3. This is where I get my understanding, 1/3 and 2/3, towards hockey and things of 3 periods or 4 quarters. 480 times 3 times 4 equals to 1,440 minutes in a day. You see the way it switches back and forth? And this is where DC comes in. Anyways, I'm very tired. I think I left out, I left out, hold on a second. I cannot leave without talking about a couple of other things. The Artiodactyla order, the goat, the capra, like Capricorn, or the ram, Ovis genus. So the ram and Aries, and being the first zodiac sign, is also in the genus sign. And in the word genus is also talking about the red moon and the sun. It's also talking about it's talking a little bit about Mars itself. When these two come together, for me, this is 5 and 1. So it's talking about Mars, right? And the V tells me about life, and it's the sixth life, V1. And the numeric value for Mars is 51 is V1. G and E is 5 and 7. It's both male and female. Nus, right, is one whole. Nus backwards, like your butt. And then backwards, it's a sun. So it's one whole, meaning one moon and the sun. So Mars is Aries. And in the court, we all rise for judgment, for the judge. And again, back into the moon. The goat and the ram. And this piece over here, this is the piece I think, no, not this piece here. These are all the combinations we can get by redoing the dots on this cube. I want to redo the dots on these cubes and buy other cubes with these combinations. There's never more than 3 sets of combinations. 3 sets of combinations. If 1 and 4 is in, then it's either this, this, or this. These sets. See, 1, 2, 3 different sets. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 combinations. 7 combinations per 6. Total of 42. The gateway. So let me see where Bélier. See, they say we're all sheep, but the ram, the Bélier, the Aries is how it starts out. And March and Easter. So let me see. I'm looking for something that I want to. The ending of one half of the alphabet, the beginning of the next part of the alphabet. Earth, Jack, like the plug, and the birth equaling to the sun. They say Venus is square. Window equals 88 plus ABCD 10 equals window 98. Now we have Windows 10. Instead of saying Windows 98, we have just Windows 10. We did Santa Claus, daylight saving time. And the word this is like for native Indian, and it's saying cache, like the computer cache. It's also saying gold. There's a gateway inside. See the cube? And inside of Mars, the cube and Mars, that comes out. The calculation is through the moon. Something to do with the water. The ark is the carrier. It floats on the water. Our bodies are arcs, and we're 80% water. But I still want to find out. There's a major calculation I did for myself, and I want to know where it is. Give me 1 second. $166, 130, 166, 130. What was this one over here? 34, 44, 45, 54. 27, 41, 50. 20, 19, and 20 is 39, 49, 50. Wait a second. Here's a 50 here. 34, 44, 45, 55, 56, 56, and a 50, 150, 160. What these are is these are different combinations, okay, of the cube. These are different combinations that we can get in the cube, and these are their numeric values. It's showing me that this one over here, okay, is where we are in our life. Electric company inside the game run by the queen. Here is where your part of pi comes and divided the creation heaven split into three. Is it one area split into three? I don't know. But I do remember the equation now. I remember the equation. So I'm just going to bring up my last equation. It's the A, J, S, E, N, W, and I and R. So in this equation, we're talking about the sun. It's 1, it's 5, and it's 9. Oh, it's 118. So it becomes 2 and 8. TH. Time heaven. O, F, N. 35. Those are the front initials. 5 is the gate. 5 is the gate. 9 is the gate of DC. 1 and 9 is 76. 1 and 5 is 76. 5 and 9 is 84. Pluto. Pluto is the half-life. So now we're going to go. 1 plus 10 plus 19 equals to 30. 5 plus 14 plus 23 equals to 42. 9 and 18 equals to 27. The total is 99, Jupiter 13. Space, pass, in the sun, time, heaven, earth is the tear. Pi is the division. U is the cube. Cube dot 33 void. 21.33 void. Rotation in the sun, divided in the sun. And we are going to go to next what is 3, 5, and 7. And the letters are CLU, NEW, and GPY. And this one is 3, 12, 21, 5, 14, 23, 7, 16, 25. So this is 48 to buy, to sell, the ring, Pluto. This one over here is the divided gate. And this one over here is the cube in creation. Like it's almost like a writer of some sort. And this is your 36. So and there's more than 136. There's 3 36s and then 136 for a full formation. It's 3 and 4. 2 times to divide them all. And you split it 2 times to divide them all, right? And something like that. Because you split it. So there's this side and this side. And then it gets split again. And then this comes to live together. I'm not sure if I can explain that Too tired to even think of the formation right now, but we're going to add this up. 6 and 8, 14, 16, 7 and 4, 11. The letters are K and P, K and PP, 27. It's a gateway. So we're going to go now. 6 and 1 is 12, 136, 126, and that's the moon gate. 1 through 7 and 9 through 15. And your 8 is your passage. Why do I say that? Because the game of pool is adding up 1 through 15 balls equals to 120. The numeric value for the diameter of the moon, although it's 2160, anything that will hold the 3 numbers or even 2 numbers will come telling me about the moon. 1 and 2 are part of the moon. The cube is 21 dots. The 9 days or 9 months of birth, what I call birth day, which means day equals to 24 hours, time is 9 equals to 216. So it's your moon birth. And now if we want to calculate something else about this, let's multiply it for the 6 days of birth, and you're going to have 12,960. If you do that twice, you have 25,920, which is the Mayan cycle, time cycle. I don't know what the word is. Anyways, the crisscrossing of the two. Just want to see something. I did this one. This will be 90 is your birth. I'm just trying to think. This is 90. That's 69 rotation in the sun and the moon. They have the sun and the moon inside of here. But your gateway is in Mars. Here's your beta gate. This is showing me the sun. This one here is your creation. The one spirit, the delta angle, 1, 2, 3, 4. A comes together. 1 and 1 and 1 equals to 3. 5 and 5 and 5 equals to 15. Here it's 9 and 9 equals to 18. So 18 and 15 is OR, gold, COR. They use that on a lot of things today, saying it's kosher. 33, 36, that's our base creation. The 3/6, the 360 degrees. And on the bottom side, it's 333 for 9, 555 for 15, and 777 for 21, 36, 45. And again, it says love within inside of it, 36, 45. Within the sun, we create the light. 369, and this one is 369. 963 369. Everything 369. Anyways, that's going to be it. Let me read. Um, AZ. Explain the AZ. A meat suit. Fry end. Fry end. Fear. Fear I. FRI. Air. Fair. Fair end. Anyways, I'm really tired. Just give me a second. I need to look at something. Just give me 1 second. I'm just trying to see something. Okay, I'm just coming back to the, so I just want to put this up. Just trying to look for this. Hold on a second. I lost myself. Yeah, I need to be set up, and I just have to come back with answers instead of setting up my own. Okay, there it is. Okay, very good. Hua AZ. Um, so again, I sometimes I see things a little late. I was totaling what the 1, 5, and 9. I didn't do the 3, 5, 7. So we have 1, 5, 42, 42, 34. So if I mix 5 and 1 together equaling to 6, I get 34 and 42 equaling to 76. 7 plus 6 equals to 13. Part of the moon. 169, you become that man. So you become man 28. The numeric value for man is 28. To become man, you need to be the age of 13. Now, when you have 7 and 6, 13, all the other 13s are now going to be awakened. You have 8 and 5 is 13. You have 9 and 4 equals to 13. So these are the house of 13. Man steps in at this one over here. So now when you have 5 and 9 coming together, it equals to 84. 8 and 4 equals to 12. So now we know this one is female and this one is male. This will be 156 plus 1, and this one's going to be 169 plus 1. Because in a 13-year period, at 13 moons equals to 169 moons. In a 12-year period of 13 moons, okay, the constant equals to 156 moons. Pi of, it's the word of, this is the word of. This also, I'm trying to see what else. This is also DC. This is 44 for area space. This is will become the division of night and day within man, not within woman, within man. The other, let me continue. Let me take a look what else I was looking at in this. Yes, that was the 13. So when we go to the 12, we're looking at 3 and 9. See, in woman, it happens, right? But not in man. In man, it has to be 4 and 9 for 13. These are the minimums. So the woman is on the other side, and the man is on the mirrored side. The man is the Mars part, and the woman is the Earth part. That's what it's describing to me here. So Earth is 2 dots and 1. So the Venus would come in with the woman, and man would come with Mars. Because of this. So man comes in at TH for time heaven, the beginning of fourth, and this one comes in with RD. 4 and 18 equals 22. Comes in with the window. '51, 51, 24. Valentine's is a double Mars. Earth is 103. I'm trying to remember, or 103 is there's so many words. So many words. I don't know if I should finish right now with the what I did earlier on. The only letters in the alphabet that only have 2 letters in their family is the R, the I and the R. That's their only family. And they're created from the C family. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 6, 18. The L is also created from the C family. 3 times 4 is 12. But, okay, L is already in the family. 3 by 5 is 15. 15 in the family. 3 by 6 is 18 in the family. Multiplying anything by 3 will bring it back to its own family. 3 times 1, 3 times 4, 3 times 7, counting to a single digit. All multiples of 3, we have 3 answers, 3, 6, or 9 when counting to a single digit. All multiples of 4 is a little bit different. I like to do the smallest gap. So 4 by 1, 4 by 4, 4 by 7. That's where we get the purple world. The reason for that is I base this off of pool, and there's more than one answer for this, and they all come back to the same thing, and it keeps telling me about purple. It keeps telling me about the cycle in the moon, the division between night and day. It talks about a split energy. And it talks about it when you get to 16 and 28. 4 times 1, 4 times 4, 4 by 7. And I get this and I put it together because the Christ of 33, the division in the sun, works by threes. 1 plus 3 plus 3, 2 plus 3 plus 3, 3 plus 3 plus 3, moving over this way and this way. It's talking about ones. So if this was the H, okay, going up and down, it's 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Otherwise, if it's talking about the I, it's only 3, 3 with the I, because it's coming down here, and over here it's going 1, 1, and then 1, 1, creating the artwork in that. Lizzie 90, the 90-degree angle. Smallest gap. So 4, 16, 28. And the next one is 4 by 2, 5, and 8. So we're going to end up with 8, 20, 32, 12, 24, 36. So it's going to be 4, 7, 1, 8, 2, 5, 3, 6, 9. So 4 multiplying by 4 just moves over your numbers. When multiplying by 3, 3 times 1, 3 times 2, 3 times 3, 3 times 4, 3 times 5, 3 times 6, 3 times 7, 3 times 8, 3 times 9. In other words, it's going to be, did I do that already? 0, 3, 12, 21. 0, 6, 15, 24. 0, 9, 18, 27. 333, 666, 999. Their totals here and their totals here. It's 12, 15, and 18, 48, 50, 60, and 72. 369, 369. And this one over here is 54, the sun, 45, the fox, and 36, creation of the light. But we have to find another word for this. I have to find my other word for this, how this comes to be. This is the half-life, creation of the half-life. I need to fix my definitions. These two create Jupiter. These two create Venus. These two create the angle of birth 90 through the Fox Pass. So 99, this becomes 4, 5, 9, and 6 is 15, is 5 is 6, 10, 13. And the division of the alphabet, 1, 3, 5, matter and energy. Earth and Mars, but the ace letter is the first, the third, and the fifth. And when you mark the word sun to a single digit, it says it is the same thing, and it's somehow split, I don't know why, between M and N. And when I do my cat's ears, right, this ends up to be where the O is, where the M and N. So I'm seeing somehow there's a split from the moon, from the sun. I don't know how that works. I have to study it. So maybe somebody knows there can explain more about the sun and the moon. 144, big number. Anyways, I'm extremely tired and it's after midnight, so I want to thank all of two that were here and all those that have left. And yes, I'm with you, Facebook user Mr. Leo. We should grow the audience and change up a little bit my tactics in a way. I guess that's why when you go to a movie and all the end of the movie it says who did what, the director, all the way down the list. Well, I'm all those down the list plus all the work. Raphael 7286 and the Constellation of Pegasus. If you can help out the channel, you want to buy your own building. This apartment building is not up for sale, but I'm quite sure a price can get it. We can save the art and stop the trouble. And I can just relax my mind a little bit and stay here a little bit more often and work. I'm still not done with a bunch of pieces of art, some mathematical equations, and some of them, the egg tray that we buy, our key tray we buy eggs with, is 5x6. The setup of the some of the flags in the world, the U.S. flag is a 5x6 rows of stars, and then there's lines, and that's it. I'm done. I'm burnt. 72, very big number. It's first you got to go in order to get reflection from the artwork that I've put down. We've got to use up. You can't just stay with one. One is the skeleton. Now you have to build from the skeleton. So there's one. That's what two looks like. Three got two separations. When you got four, you got three separations. You have one separation in between two separations. Then when you got five, okay, you have one complete area in the center of 2 and 2 areas. That's the 111 area between 222 and 222. That's where you see the hexagon. And then when you have 6 areas, you got a whole area, okay, of 72 numbers that are created. So you have 72, 72, 72, 216. The moon would come in. And we have to keep creating. Remember, 6 is when man was created, and then the 7th day it was rest. Raphael, following the codes. Thank you for watching this video. Peace.